Ready to break up with your bank, but stressed about having to redo all your direct deposits? With Amplify Credit Union's new tool, ClickSwitch, it's easy to make your money move. With just a few clicks, you'll be on your way to fee-free banking in less than 90 seconds.
Order up!
Before your coffee order is ready. Make the switch to fee-free banking and never pay another bank fee again with ClickSwitch from Amplify Credit Union.
And fast forward a few years, and this is where the second part comes in. Not as fun of a story, but I was a single mom, 2 kids, one of them still in diapers, and I was on an area of life or a time in life where I needed to be on the receiving end of support and some help.
Hi, my name is Mindy Hoffman, and welcome to the Women of Austin podcast. Today, I have Ashley Copeland, the president and founder of the Women of Austin Foundation, back for another episode where we can get to know her even better.
Hi, Mindy. Thank you for having me.
Ashley, thank you so much. So, for the listeners who are new, we've done an episode with Ashley where we talked about Women of Austin and the Women of Austin Foundation and how we started working together.
Yes.
So we will link that in the comments section, but we didn't get to know Ashley and we didn't get to know your story. So I'm so glad that you came back and are going to share how you ended up with the foundation and all the things.
Absolutely. I'm so happy to share it. And thank you for having me back, by the way. I really appreciate it. I love sitting in the chair with you. It's always a good time, guaranteed. But really, the reason I ended up with the foundation is honestly twofold. Number one, I was raised in a house where my mother and father had their own nonprofit. And so, I mean, it was just immersed in everything that we did. I never had a garage, well, we did, but we had no cars in the garage because we had pallets of food and Christmas supplies. And that is just the way I thought life was supposed to be. We would spend weekends serving food to, areas, families that didn't have it, had volunteers in and out constantly because they were there to build homes and whatnot. So it was just a way of life that was very familiar to me, which I'm grateful for. It wasn't easy at times, but looking back, I'm like, man, it really provided me with a sense of awareness of the need around us in our community. And then on top of that, it really created a conviction inside me of the responsibility that I have to my neighbor, to help them, to support them however they're needing it at the time. And fast forward a few years, and this is where the second part comes in. Not as fun of a story, but I was a single mom, 2 kids, one of them still in diapers, and I was on an area of life or a time in life where I needed to be on the receiving end of support and some help. I needed help with groceries. I needed help with food. I needed help with childcare. And I was just facing a very unique time in my life where any other single parents, Mindy, I know you can relate to this, can understand it's a very isolating experience. And it's a very lonely, difficult, dark time. And I mean, oh my gosh, I just remember struggling and hoping I wasn't ruining their childhood and just feeling so bad. And I mean, I guess I consider myself very fortunate though, because I had a good community really come around me and come around my children to love them and show them support and show me support in some really, really big ways, like helping me pack my house and move when I needed, to some really small ways, like just dropping off a box of diapers at my front doorstep whenever I wasn't home.
Yes.
And And it taught me the power of just like those little actions and how transformative that can be and how impactful that can be for someone. I remember crying over the diapers and my friend being like, Ashley, this is like no big deal. It cost me $20. And I'm like, I don't think you understand. A, I love to cry. Like, it's going to happen.
It's true.
It's true. And B, like your $20 helped pay for dinner for my kids tonight. And so it really kind of, all of those stories help weave in the inspiration and the vision behind the Women of Austin Foundation And really one of our main mission statements are together, if we all do a little bit, we can accomplish a lot. And whether it's a box of diapers or helping loaning someone beds to their for their children and assembling it, which was done for me, by the way.
And assembling it, yes.
I know. It was amazing. Yes, I feel like we need a whole nother nonprofit just to help assemble furniture.
Yes.
Oh my God. But I mean, all of those actions, even if it might feel small for you, it goes such a long way and it's so impactful. And our responsibility to one another is there and the need is there. And it's just a matter of us choosing to see it and creating space for us to engage in that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's beautiful. That's a wonderful story of just how you became such a sweet, wonderful, nice person. And, I mean, don't mess with Ashley, but
I was going to say,
your caring heart is just what attracted me to you as a friend.
Yes.
We just instantly clicked because it's just
absolutely.
And I'm so excited that we get to see each other all the time and work on the foundation.
Yes.
So I wasn't there originally, but I'd love to hear about how much you've grown.
Yeah.
Because it's amazing.
Well, honestly, Mindy, I know we shared this in the last episode I was in, but really you commented on one of our first posts on Instagram. We didn't know who each other were, but somehow I guess the algorithm gods were in our favor.
Thank you, Instagram.
Yes, thank you, Instagram. Shout out. They brought our page to you. We were collecting toys for a Christmas drive, and you were like, how can I help? I'm a single mom and want to help too. And then from there, we kind of started this relationship, and it's been such a beautiful friendship, and I'm so grateful for you too. But really, we started not even as a nonprofit, just I wanted to get a community service project put together in the midst of COVID. Again, it's just ingrained in who I am and how I view the world and the ways I want to teach my children to view the world and see their neighbor for who they are and support them in the ways that they need. And so we just reached out to a bunch of daycares and, on Facebook and stuff and Instagram, which is where you saw, and just asking for toy donations and clothing donations and assembled Christmas boxes for single parents and dropped it off on the doorsteps. And then from there, my amazing husband, I don't feel like he gets enough credit in the growth of this nonprofit because I've put him through a lot. We no longer have a garage either because we have pallets of toys and stuff in it too. Bless him. So
he is amazing.
Thank you, Scott.
He's always running around sweating at the events, getting everyone whatever they need.
I know.
Shout out, Scott.
So I remember sitting down with him and being like, look, I know it's just a community service project, but it really meant a lot. And it brought that vision and that conviction inside of me. It just brought it to life. I need to do this long term. And I had no idea what that was going to look like. We did not have programs in place. I did not have a business plan in place. He was like, all right, well, I'm going to give you a number to call someone and you can figure out how to file for your 501c3 and just kind of go from there. And so that whole first year of 2020 was a whole bunch of let's figure this out. I tried a lot of things did not work. Some of them did stick. Starting to build a team during that time, spread some awareness. At the time, we only supported single moms as kind of the mission statement behind the nonprofit. But as we've grown, as of last year, whenever we started partnering with Women of Austin and did a whole rebranding shift, we now support women in general. Like single moms, we have held those programs very close because they are the heartbeat behind what we do. But we've also been able to expand our programs from there. And with that expansion, we've been able to give back so much more. So I know you know this as our board member, but I just had a meeting with our CPA, and what we've been able to financially give back to the community has grown within 1 year from 22 to 23 by over 400%, which does not even include, by the way, any of our overflow projects. And our overflow is when we've donated pallets of wipes to another organization or boxes of toys to another nonprofit's summer program. And we've been able to do a lot of that and raise a lot of material goods to redistribute as well. So that's not even included in the 400% growth between 22 and 23. I mean, I had to run those numbers by multiple people, my husband included. Being like, can you please verify? Like, because this sounds like it's a lot of growth. And he's like, yes, y'all have been working so hard. And honestly, it's just a testament to our donors who've jumped on board, grasped the vision and have really ran with it. Other areas of growth that do not include finances have been with our programs. We've been able to expand a lot this year, not just our reach and the types of women that we help. Like, it's no longer only geared towards single moms, but the types of help that we give. It was always my vision from the get-go to really include educational resources to women. So we're not just like helping them in the moment, because I remember being like, someone giving me like $20, like, here's food for groceries. Thank you. But now what? Like, I'm still in this position. Like, really wanting to pour into them. And so we've been able to start empowered classes. And we had Baylor Scott and White come in, people who are experts in their field come in and teach and pour into women. And Mindy, I'm sure you can understand this. I feel like as a woman, whether you're a mom, you're a wife, whether you are a sister, a friend, an aunt, daughter, we pour out, and that is just second nature to us. And we pour out and don't realize how depleted we become until it becomes too late.
Yeah.
And so one of the things I love by our first Empowered class, when we had Baylor Scott and White, their medical team come in and really help, is seeing these women in the room get poured into. And that was very impactful for me. And it really meant a lot that we're able to really expand this branch of what we're providing, our services that we're providing. We have a functional nutritionist, Ashley Stuver, coming in June, also going to pour into some women in our Empowered class. Very excited about that. And we're going to host those on a quarterly basis, along with career coaching and along with resume building scholarships. I know. So the educational branch has really begun to take off. It started last year that we were able to really develop it. In 24, we're now implementing the things that we began developing last year. And I can't wait to see how many more women that were able to help with that. There was about a week in between that transition that they had nowhere to go. They were going to have to separate into different homes. One of them, it was right at the beginning of the school year. So the first week of school, the kids were all going to have to be separate into different friends' homes. And through the net, we were able to provide that safety net for them during that transition, so they didn't have to separate.
Women of Austin would like to thank our community sponsors. Dave's Ultimate Automotive. With 6 locations, there's sure to be a Dave's near you. Joel Richardson and team, your Austin mortgage lenders. myfinanceteam.com. Warren Callion Maddox, a proud women and minority-owned law firm. WarrenCallion.com.
You're also able to implement the NET, which is a new program that we started last year.
Love this.
Yes. This one is probably one of the programs nearest and dearest to my heart. It is an emergency assistance program that we provide for women and their children who are just needing a little help. I'm sure that you can agree. We've all been in moments where we just need a win. Lord. And we've all been in moments where we've been able to help provide that win. But with the net, we ask our donor base to provide $10 a month, and that is it. I mean, that's the price of a coffee. Not even the price of a lunch, just a month. If you're $10 a month, and it will help weave a safety net for women throughout Austin who just need to catch their breath for a minute or pay that medical bill. There's been medical bills, there's been rent payments where they've been behind, all sorts of things. Children needing school supplies or needing clothes or food. My favorite thing that we've been able to do through the net last year was there were 2 different women and their children who were moving from a women's shelter into a stable home environment. However, there was about a week in between that transition that they had nowhere to go. They were going to have to separate into different homes. One of them, it was right at the beginning of the school year. So the first week of school, the kids were all going to have to be separate into different friends' homes. And through the net, we were able to provide that safety net for them during that transition so they didn't have to separate. We offered a hotel stay for them, provided food, provided blankets, provided gifts to make it a little cozier for that transition with the children. And that is just what this program is for. That's the heartbeat behind it, is to help someone go from step A to step B and know that they're not alone in that. So we're going to be here to catch them if we can. So with that growth, we've really needed to rely on our donors to really help support and lift that up. So we're not just sustaining in 24, but we're able to continue growing and keeping up with the need and keeping up with the programs that are growing and taking off. And what that looks like is the consistent donors. Those are really the heartbeat behind what we do, and that has grown in 23, and we look forward to that continuing to grow in 24 so we can continue to expand our reach and continue to expand all the number of women that we're able to help and the children as a result that benefit from that help as well.
Now, what's the best way for the listeners to get involved?
Man, all right. So we have a whole branch for that. It's called our engagement branch. So our 3 mission statements are to equip, engage, and to educate. We've talked about the education part. We've talked about the equipping part, which is the net, which is the quarterly outreaches for single moms. But the engagement aspect of it, I'm glad that you asked. We have a whole page on our website about it.
Which is the website?
The website is womenofaustinfoundation.com. Yes. And we have a section talking about engagement. And what that looks like is you finding where you want to plug in or where you can. We have so many people in the Women of Austin community. I got a phone call from someone last week that a friend met in a gym who want to help. And it's like, hey, please, like, I love your vision. I love the mission. I want to get behind it. I just have no idea what to do. And so we're creating this year, we're really focusing on creating solid programs to plug those people in and give them a place to serve. Like I said in the beginning, like, we all have a responsibility to reach out to our neighbors, to reach out to our community. And we want to be able to provide a safe place and an accessible place for people to do that. Yeah.
I love that.
Thank you.
And there's a bigger initiative coming.
Oh, my goodness. Yes. We're so excited about this one.
Oh, my gosh. We're doing it.
We are. It's
so
been
excited.
like 4 years in the works.
Yes.
I feel like. But yes, we are hosting our very first annual charity golf tournament called 4ATX, FOREATX. And you can also find out the information about that on our website. There's a banner up top on the homepage. Click on it. It has its whole page. We are, we've had a lot of sponsors so far, Mindy.
I know.
It's been, oh my gosh. How
so
long
exciting.
have we've been 2 weeks.
Yeah.
In the last 2 weeks, we've gotten a lot of sponsors. We've gotten our website. We've gotten our branding. I mean, I have the dream team. Y'all are amazing. And we have a lot more on deck. And so I'm so excited about what this is going to look like. We're getting some really great prizes coming in for the golfers, some amazing food. I love highlighting local businesses. So the sponsorships that we're getting are just making my heart sing because I feel like it's like helping with that engagement, right? Like, thank you for supporting us, but we want to support you too. So if you go on our website, click on that 4ATX link up top, the banner up top, then you'll be able to see all the details, buy tickets from there, see who our sponsors are, sign up for sponsorship if you want. We're looking for in-kind sponsors also. But details are, it's going to be held on June 6th, starting at 9 a.m. at Falcon Head Golf Club in Lakeway. So it's a beautiful course. Lakeway is picturesque. I mean, every time I drive it at sunset, I'm like, why? I can't believe this place is real.
Yeah,
It's so beautiful. I'm like, I used to vacation to places like this, and it's like, I can't believe this is our neighborhood.
Yeah.
So it's a gorgeous course. It's going to be a beautiful day, beautiful time to network with other businessmen and businesswomen in the area, and just to really give back. And our goal is to fund our initiatives throughout the year and fund this growth through this charity golf tournament while giving back to local businesses, while letting some people have a lot of fun out on the course.
Yeah. I mean, it's win-win-win. This is so great.
100%.
And this is the first annual, so I
more
see us
to
doing
come.
this over and over and over. And also, we're looking at maybe some kind of a gala or something, so just stay tuned.
Yes.
Follow us on Instagram, sign up for the mailing list, like all the
100%.
things.
All the things. Yes. If y'all engage, we want to help you plug in. We want to help you be supported and seen as well. So yes, we are available. All that information's on our website.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you, Mindy.
We just have one more moment because I want to give you a shout out because not only do you have 4 kids at home and you're running the nonprofit, you also started a side business. So real quick.
I have a problem.
Yes. I am just so in awe of you. So I just want to give you a shout out and to give you a moment to tell everyone about it. Of course.
Well, thank you so much. So my new business that I started, my new little side hustle, is called Olive and Fig, and you've oliveandfigatx.com. And what we do there is we create custom charcuterie boards for your events. I have a passion for serving people, for making them happy and creating environments and joyfulness. And so this is just another outlet, another way for me to do that. Kind of like with the initiatives. It's just, I don't know. I can't help it. It's a help me, Mindy. Make me stop.
You opened it one day out of nowhere. I was like all of it, like because we talk like every day, and I was like, wait, what is it? Wait, that's Ashley. What? She started a business? Like what?
Yes, I know.
Amazing.
I know. But
You're
it's so much fun, and I'm excited to see where that goes to. Thank you for mentioning it. I appreciate it.
All right. Well, I will put everything that we talked about in the show notes.
Perfect.
And to everyone who's listening, we hope to see you at an event soon.
Yes, hope to see you at the golf tournament.
Yes.
With your clubs. It'll be fun.
It's going to be so good. So good.
We get to see Mindy swing. It'll be fun.
Yeah, we'll stand back, but stand very far back if that's happening.
I love it. Well, thank you so much again. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Brent.
Thank you so much for joining us on the Women of Austin podcast. Be sure to like and subscribe so you never miss an episode. For the latest on our events and to join our vibrant member community, head over to womenofAustin.com. We'll see you next time here on the Women of Austin podcast.